Hi guys, this is Noiser and I'm back with some more speculations around the Ready or Not Instagram photos that I think have a lot to tell us about the actual game. The more I look at these, the more I sense there are things here that they want us to speculate about. Some things are quite obvious, others are a bit more subtle. And after a comment that seems to be from the studio's support team on my last video, I may be onto something. They said, "It's a secret." It was a fun comment to read and I for one really appreciate their time and effort to keep in contact with the community. So a big shout out to the devs at Ready or Not. Well done. Last time I talked about the uniform and gadgets of what looked to be a terrorist or quote-unquote bad guy, when it comes to the storyline at least. According to the dev blog, these guys are known as suspects, so that is what I will call them from now on. Check that video out if you want to know more about that. I'll link it in the description as well. This time I've started to think a lot about balancing issues in multiplayer, because when combining two very obvious messages, there are some interesting questions that appear. Look at this post, for example. Pick a side, we won't judge. And we see an obvious high-tech operator at the left side and this other guy with sort of vintage gear on the right side. SWAT and suspect. Now, pick a side, we won't judge could of course refer to that you will be able to play the campaign from different perspectives. But I rather think this refers to multiplayer, which makes the next picture especially interesting. Don't nod off. Nod obviously short for something, and I guess that is night observation device, but if anyone have better ideas, please share them. So what I find interesting about this picture is that I think we can confirm night vision in the game. Otherwise, this is a very strange post in my opinion. To see it in a trailer could just be lore of some sort, but posted like this, it must mean we will see it as a feature. Although that is of course still only speculation from my part. They have, however, talked about a large number of gadgets that the players can make use of, and night vision seems quite likely. So, if we combine these two pictures, I also think we can't expect night vision on both sides, SWAT and suspects. The suspects seem to be wearing and using quite old equipment, and night vision is quite unlikely a part of their loadout. So maybe that strobe light on the left side of the suspect's chest is a countermeasure for the night vision goggles. And that raises another question. What other kinds of gadgets and countermeasures could be present in the game? Assuming that multiplayer will have SWAT and suspects against each other, that is. But I don't really understand how it would be done if Void have chosen another direction. In what way will their weapons differ? Will we see some sort of reinforcement mechanic like in Rainbow Six Siege, or some tactical phase perhaps in some way? Or will multiplayer just be a very simple team deathmatch game mode with SWAT operators fighting against each other in some way, some sort of training, or I don't know. Well, I for one hope not. I hope for an interesting multiplayer experience with SWAT and suspects fighting each other. But with the game focusing on single player and co-op as the devs have officially stated, I don't know how much I can hope for when it comes to multiplayer. Pick a side, however, clearly points to the ability to play either side, and if I was to make a bet, I would bet that would be in multiplayer. I, however, want to make clear that what I'm talking about is strictly speculation and should not be treated as anything but speculations until we have confirmation directly from the dev team on specific game features. But I rather speculate and be wrong than sit quietly and wait for this game. To me, doing these videos is one way of embracing the hype I'm already feeling for Ready or Not, and I would love for you guys to join in on it. So, what are your thoughts about these ideas and balancing SWAT against suspects, if that will be the case? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment below and give me a thumbs up or down to give me some sort of feedback on this video. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon next to it to get notified the second I post something new. I'll be back soon again, and until then, I will keep being Noiser. Hej då!